Okay. Welcome. Doc, you hear that? Did you hear that? Mr. Ford and Doc, you gotta stay on topic. Oh, Lord. All right, let me get this. Good evening. Y'all see me in my red. It's a little wrinkled. I had to pull this one out. I just wore it a week and a half ago. Welcome to Saturday night, SWAC Saturdays. We got everybody from the SWAC is in here checking in, and they being petty. In other news, Ocean of Soul is still the best band in the land while everyone tries to keep up. You know what's funny? I'm glad that you said something about the Ocean of Soul, because allegedly Ocean of Soul had on blue today. Let me see if I can find it so I can pull it up. Ain't this some shady mess? I'm so glad you brought it up. Let me show you the Ocean of Soul. I guess they were mimicking the ocean and they decided to wear blue today. Somebody sent this to me. So I'm going to share it. All right. This is Ocean of Soul today at the Maroon and White game. Maybe this was just for practice or something. I don't know. What y'all think? We already got we already have a poll going, so we're not going to take a poll on that. It says, man, the Pond, not even the best band in Texas, much less the SWAC. Dang, they said you're not even the best band in Texas. So it looked like everybody having an identity crisis on their colors. Ooh, Doc said the Ocean of Soul. I am done. You see, that wasn't me, y'all. That wasn't me. All right, so I'm going to try to stay on topic as much as possible, right? I'm going to run through these HBCU in the news. If you got some SWAC news, drop it. Thank you. I got my red on. You already know what it is. I got my red. So this is just what's been going on, HBCU related. And so Fisk University, Morgan Price, as you know, last year they began their gymnast program at Fisk University, and Morgan Price flipped from a Power 5 to go to Fisk University. She made history as the first HBCU gymnast to win a national title. She has a score of 39.225 score on the 2024 USAG all around. So she's the all around national champion. And then we also have another gymnast, Kirsten Johnson. She's out of Talladega because Talladega also has a program. Their program started this year. And she had a vault record of 9.925 to send herself to the event finals. She placed third all around in the USAG national competition. And I actually have some of that footage for you guys. So let me pull that up for you guys. It's in my bookmarks. That's why if you ever see me on Twitter and you see me saying saving for later, it's because I be having so much stuff in my bookmarks. All right, so this is Miss Kristen Johnson. Before I play the actual video, I'll read what she said. She said, I thought they were going to give me a perfect 10. One judge had a 10 and I started jumping up and down with my coaches. Unfortunately, the other judge felt different, but I ended with a 9.925. So this is footage of Miss Kristen Johnson out of Talladega. And then I think I have bookmarked some Lord, I better be careful here my bookmarks now. I better be careful. For this young lady, I actually did not see any of her teammates there. Like I think she was there. Thank you. He got on me earlier because I hadn't been on for 5 days. But this young lady was there and I didn't see any of her other teammates at the event. I'm going to see if I can find that other video, but there's a video and actually the PWI team actually coalesced around her after she did that particular. Let me see. I found it. I gotta. Yeah. All right. There we go. It was a Drake song, so I had to make sure it was on mute. But basically, it was just her and her coach, and then you see how all the other gymnasts coalesced around her to say congratulations. So it's just an awesome thing to see, right? That these young ladies are flourishing and competing at a very, very high level at HBCUs. And you see that the other team coalesced around her because she was actually, I want to say she was there. She wasn't there with anybody. Okay, so this is Miss Morgan Price. Let me make sure her stuff is muted. Y'all, the stuff has to be muted because I don't want to get flagged. But this is Miss Morgan Price on the floor. This is her her floor routine. And she became the champion. So somebody's saying in the chat, Brianna says we should go after it after golf comes back in full force. Gymnastics to JSU. I think that would be a great addition. Uh-oh. Jay, send me the pictures. What is going on in the chat? Oh, Lord. Anyway, I'm gonna ignore whatever that is going on in the chat. We got a lot of stuff to be petty about today. Trust and believe. We got a lot of stuff to be petty about, but right now we're gonna celebrate this young lady and her Black excellence. Let me see what else I can find that I bookmarked to just to bring up real quick. I want to say somebody in the chat said Howard's won. Can you repeat what they actually won so I could pull it up? Howard's won something today. Pull it up. Let's see. Okay, I got the stuff about Davius. Tennessee State University had their spring game today. All right. But when it comes to the last, I'll say, what y'all think? The last 48 hours of shenanigans. This is my take.
Yep. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Is my pop pie ready yet?
Yep.
Nope.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Yep. You can't make this shit up.
You couldn't.
You can't make this shit up.
You cannot. Just straight foolishness. Foolishness. So, the teams, it says rugby. Rugby. Okay. All right. They said it was rugby. Somebody drop a link for that. Let me see. That's good. You see how we are excelling in these non-HBCU sports. Look, the way they over here treating you, the DEI kids, y'all better be ready to come to an HBCU. The way they treating the DEIs, no more scholarships for y'all. Y'all gonna have to pay out of pocket. All right, so y'all gonna have to find that for me. But next, let's talk about Davius. Some people say his last name is pronounced Richard, but when I was watching the NFL Network, they pronounced it as Ricard. So which one do you think it is? Is it Richard or is it Ricard? Ooh, David, where's those pictures at? That is some HBCU news right there. Doc, you didn't tell me how to pronounce it by saying Richard. The white man on the NFL Network pronounced it Ricard. All right. So, this news just came out, I want to say in the last couple of hours. And these, Tom Pelissero, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. It might be Italian or something. Look, y'all not getting ready to get on me with these names. Tom Pelissero or Pelissaro. He is an NFL Network correspondent, and he said former North Carolina Central quarterback Davius Richard, who suffered a dislocated ankle in the HBCU Legacy Bowl, but still won offensive MVP, had it reset non-surgically. All I have to say is ouch. And is expected to be ready for training camp per source, a possible sleeper who could get an NFL look. And then Steve Wyke, I don't know if it's Wyke, Wiki, Wacky, who knows, but he's also from the NFL Network, right? And he said, great news for Davius Richard. I like Ricard. It sounds like bougie. But Davius Richard he's looking forward to the 2-time MEAC Offensive Player of the Year joining the path to the draft on NFL Network this Thursday. So if you have access to the NFL Network and you want to support HBCU, Davius Richard will be on there. So how many people are familiar with the relative athletic score? So basically, the relative athletic score is something that puts in all of the measurements and then like how they competed as far as like not necessarily competed, I'm sorry, how they did on their drills. They put it into this calculator and then it calculates this score. The relative athletic score, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link in the chat so that you can actually go and check out players who were entered into a like from Pro Day or from the HBCU Legacy Bowl or from a combine or something like that. Their information is going to be placed into Doc, you need to be quiet. Because why are you trying to be funny? Y'all, why did my phone, or no, not my phone, my computer. See, this is what I get when I hire Braxton as my production assistant. Hang on, y'all. All right, it's coming back. Give me a second. This is what I get for signing him up. Yeah, I'm talking about you. My computer went dead because of you.
Oh.
Because it went dead because you didn't make sure it was plugged up. All right, I'm back. Wearing too much red. Yeah, they done cut it off. They said, All right, we got some more news. Listen, when you guys drop this, make sure y'all are putting some real Lord, they said it was a dead and empty snake hole. I'm gonna talk about that later. A dead and empty snake hole. Let me get back to talking about Davius because it's very important. All right. So let me find him first. So this is what I was doing as I was rudely interrupted, which was I'm dropping in the chat the link for the relative athletic score. That means that if you want to check out what one of your players that said that they were going to be entering the draft, if you want to check out their score, go to this particular website. And you know what? Guess who was the highest ranked quarterback? I mean, Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Okay, we're gonna come back to the Gremlin coach. But you guys, whenever you guys tell me some information, drop a link either in the chat or my Twitter so I can actually pull it up. All right. So this is for the relative athletic score. This is for draft year 2024. The highest ranked quarterback in the draft is Davius Richard. And when we say highest ranked, we mean highest relative athletic score. He is above Michael Penix. Some of these, let me see. Some of these folks didn't even. Trezon Conley's at 8.2. Okay, from Prairie View. All right. So we're gonna look at both of them. Okay. All right. So we're gonna also look at Trezon Conley from Prairie View because he had a very good relative athletic score as well. Men lie and women don't lie. All right. So basically they enter in his arm length, his hand size, his composite side grade was rated good. He did not compete or he did not do the bench. His vertical was 34. Broad was 9 foot 10 inches. His composite speed grade was elite. He had I want to say a 4.63 40 yard dash. 20 yard split was 2.63 seconds and 10 yard split was 1.6. So his composite speed grade is elite. They do not have like the three cone shuttle, or they don't have that on him. But anyway, all right, let me pull up Trezon Conley. All right, he was ranked at a 8.19. His composite side grade means that he's a little undersized, but he did bench 19, which was very good. So he participated in the bench press and he bench pressed 19. His composite explosion grade is good. His vertical was 33.5. And his broad was 9 foot. I want to say 9 foot 5 inches. 40 yard dash, 4.63. I don't know what U means, y'all. 20 yard split, 2.44, and 10 yard split, 1.64. That's Trezon Conley from Prairie View A&M. Oh my goodness, we have the none other than Coach Brian in the chat. What's up? See, Coach B over here trying to either he trying to start some mess or he looking for some mess. Coach B, you need to come up here and tell us about the spring game. Tell us about that spring game. Who's y'all quarterback one? Who's y'all? How many people were there today? If Brock Purdy can be drafted in round 7, Davius should get drafted, but will NFL teams make that pick? I don't know. I don't know. Do they usually? I don't know. That's a big one. All right. So, Miss Coach, you gotta get your moderators together. Your mods are not very friendly to visitors on your channel. I mean, we let y'all rock in here as long as y'all don't be out of pocket. But anyway, to see two HBCU quarterbacks in the top 20 rankings, that's great. So once again, the relative athletic score, it should have any and all players that competed in some form or fashion. They should be up there. So there's that. Now, all right. I thought I had this up, but I guess I got to do it again. Next. What's up, Doc? I know that ain't who I think it is. It is. All right. We can't hear you. I can't hear you, Doc. Mr. Ford.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, you ain't even say drop the link this time. How you doing?
All right, how you doing?
I'm
okay,
good.
can you hear me now?
Yeah,
I
you good.
had to switch my microphone.
We got on our red, Mr. Ford.
Huh?
We got our red on.
Oh yeah, okay. All right. Your Jackson State Red?
Yeah, we got on our Jackson State red.
What was the article about the president saying they want to de-emphasize red? What's that?
Yeah, we gonna go over it, Mr. Ford. We gonna go over it. We was just talking about Davius Richard.
Oh yeah, okay.
High ranked, and that he could possibly get drafted. So this one right here says he's expected to be ready for training camp. So my only issue with that is, do you think that the NFL teams will be hesitant to draft him because of his ankle? Or do
well,
you
no,
think
they'll send their doctors in. Once they send their doctors in, and they'll tell them, if it's healing well or slow healing or whatever. But the doctors will make a decision on it, because them NFL teams now, they got staffs of doctors.
Okay, because he's the highest rated quarterback on the it's the relative athletic score, but basically they take the scores that are entered into the same system that the scouts and the NFL teams have. They basically enter those numbers directly from there. They do pro day first, and then if you were in a combine, they'll mesh those numbers second. So he's the highest ranked quarterback out of everybody that's in there.
Yeah, I kind of thought that he would be converted to another position. Now that's just me.
Davius?
Yeah.
I think he'd still be a quarterback.
He could be, but I think they're gonna get some. I could see some wide receiver in him too. Yeah, the utility guy, quarterback, but emergency quarterback. But I could see him playing.
He could
in another position.
Well, I mean, as long as he gets that chance. I was thinking that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When you think about like the NFL teams, right? So of course they're always looking to add players to their roster for a discount, and unfortunately sometimes they utilize HBCU players to do that. So I'm just thinking of Davius as a backup quarterback. So like maybe he'll get drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers, maybe. No?
Yeah, we could see. We have to see. Yeah. We have to see.
All right. All right, Mr. Ford and Doc. These are the talking points. So we're gonna do transfer portal time, because that's where we at in less than 48 hours.
Correct.
Spring games in the HBCU. Then we're gonna talk about that email. Then Mr. Ford, I know you're gonna like this. I might have to switch which is the history of the JSU uniforms. I went and got I found some old pictures, like when we were at Jackson College.
Right.
I'll make this announcement, which is Dallas Daniels, which is a wide receiver from Jackson State. He was an undrafted free agent. He went to I want to say it was Denver, right? He had a chance with Denver Broncos. Okay. So right now he is playing at Inside Football League, and he is on the Massachusetts Pirates team. And I actually have that. I'm going to show that real quick so we can knock that one out the way, which is that he scored his first touchdown this past, I want to say last night. He scored his first touchdown. And so congratulations to Dallas Daniels for scoring that touchdown. We had Isaiah Bolden was on KC 1400 Media last night, and he just was talking about how players shouldn't feel down if they don't get drafted to the NFL, because there's so many different ways or avenues for them to play, not just the NFL. They can go overseas. They can go to the UFL, the CFL. There's so many different indoor football league as well. So congratulations to Dallas Daniels on being able to be a part of that team. That team is undefeated. They're 4-0. So congratulations to them. All right. And lastly, you already saw the HBCU news, so. All right. Transfer portal time, Mr. Ford.
Uh-huh.
You remember last week when we was talking, me and Doc, and you was talking about a certain team?
Right.
They have had about 3 more going there since then.
Okay, well, who was the team?
FAMU.
Oh, yeah. If he follows the Willie Simmons model, he's going to bring in at least 15 players over the summer. I don't
even necessarily think that that's with the way that the transfer portal is moving. I don't even think that's just a Willie Simmons. I think that's one of those, every team is going to lose players, right? And so everybody, if you're in the chat, that's the question. I'm just going to read the question. It was basically asking, will the transfer portal lead to more frequent changes in starting lineups and team compositions?
Oh, without a doubt. Now listen, I know you got a kid from Mississippi Valley, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, now who were the other kids?
That left or that he?
No, that's coming to Florida A&M.
Okay, let me see. FAMU committed. They got they have a Pitt transfer tight end, Carter Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, from Pitt?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's his size?
6'2", 255.
How many years eligibility?
Think he has at least 2 years left.
Okay.
He had 264 yards and 2 touchdowns with the Pittsburgh Panthers. I mean,
yeah, Pitt, yeah.
The Panthers.
Okay.
Mississippi Valley State all SWAC linebacker Jaron Fox. He had 180 tackles, 19 tackles for loss, and 4 sacks during his time at Valley.
Now, where is he from? What's his hometown?
Hey, Mr. Ford, you be asking all these extra questions. Let me see. He's a grad transfer portal linebacker. The season stats, he had 78 tackles, 10 tackles for loss, and 3 sacks. That must have been the one that was over there moving, boy.
Yeah, he was. I remember that.
When I tell you he was over there,
all over the place.
He was all over the field. I was like, dang. That's why I said when you play Valley, he must have knocked some sense into them. Let me see. He's from Cordell, Georgia.
Oh, he's from Cordell. That's Chris County High School.
Yeah, that's where he was from. Chris County.
Yeah.
Chris County.
Yeah, that's Tree. Do y'all remember Tree Rollins? Played for the Atlanta Hawks. Tree Rollins.
No, we do not know.
Yeah, that's his hometown.
Who is Tree Rollins?
Tree Rollins played for the Atlanta Hawks during the 70s and 80s. He was famous because he bit Danny Ainge, I think. They got into a scuffle and he bit his hand or something.
What?
Danny Ainge was with the
Celtics. He was with the Celtics, yeah. But that's his hometown. He's from Cordell. That school is called Chris County High School.
Oh, Lord have mercy. These folks in the chat, I'm trying to concentrate. They over here cutting up. They over there cutting up in the chat. You know who's on the chat, Mr. Ford?
Who is it?
Coach Brian from them Rattlers.
Oh yeah. The ONG commentator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I listen to him.
I be listening to him too, but his chat be kind of hostile in that chat. We be over here joking and talking mess. They be over there kind of hostile. They be blocking folks and putting them in timeout and stuff.
Yeah, I listen to him. He was with Kofi.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. So, but you know what? On the 15th, man, it's about to be an explosion, Mr. Ford.
Oh, without a doubt.
It's about to be an explosion. You know, I feel like the transfer portal has made it kind of like you are competing for your spot every semester. Every time that the transfer portal opens, you really fighting for your life. So for these student athletes, now you have to really be on your P's and Q's with not only just academics, but your attitude, the way you carry yourself, how you act outside of football, making sure that you're to practices on time, making sure you're doing your weightlifting, making sure you going to study hall. Like the transfer portal has made it easier for kids to leave, but it also has made it easier for these coaches to tell you, I think it would be a better fit somewhere else.
Yeah. Now, y'all heard the breaking news out of Prairie View. They supposedly got a big-time quarterback who they saying going to put them in the Celebration Bowl. Doc, you heard that?
Mr. Ford, you missed the news.
Not so fast, my friend.
Let me go to Blue Page because I know he posted it.
He didn't come?
So the breaking news that you talking about for Prairie View.
Right.
Yeah, he went somewhere else.
Oh man. Darn. I read the article during the week. I was looking.
Flipped down the road to Louisiana, sir.
He went to McNeese.
Okay.
Went to McNeese to Lake Charles.
What's his name again?
Okay. Clifton McDowell.
McDowell, wasn't it?
McNeese. You said McDowell?
Was it McDowell?
Yeah, Clifton McDowell.
All right, so after much speculation and a rumored commitment to Prairie View A&M, former Montana quarterback Clifton McDowell commits to McNeese State. This is really interesting for a lot of reasons, okay? So he got his bachelor's and he's a grad transfer. He got his bachelor's, I guess Montana, right? Mm-hmm. But you said he's been kind of moving and grooving around everywhere, ain't he?
Yeah. So what happened was,
he's not ready yet.
He's from Spring, Texas. I think he went to Westfield High School, same school PJ Hatter went to. He committed to University of Louisiana, in 2018. So he graduated high school in 2018, 2019. So he was only there for a year. He transferred. He leaves out of there. He transferred to Kilgore Junior College in East Texas. He was only there for a semester, so he played that fall year at Kilgore. He turns around. He goes to Central Arkansas, and that was in 22. So he plays the season there. So here's the thing, Mr. Ford. Everybody, he left Central Arkansas. He first committed to Southern University, and then he swerved them and went to Montana. And then he played his season at Montana last season. Got them to the national championship game, if I'm not mistaken. And so he graduated from Montana. He comes to Prairie View on a visit. He went to Prairie View on a visit yesterday. People said when he came there and he saw the campus and he had committed to the camp. He committed to the team. So this morning I get on Twitter and I talk. I hit Blue up in our group chat, and he was like, "Y'all just not gonna believe this." He turns around and he drops Prairie View and commits to McNeese. So he so he went to Spring High School. So he basically is a journeyman.
Oh yeah.
And he's a journeyman, and it's the thing about the fact that if you're trying to go to if you're trying to make it to the league, right? NFL teams are actually going to look at that all that movement that you did. You know what I'm saying? You go from one place. You started off at Louisiana. You was there for 2 years, 1920. You go to Kilgore. It's for 21. Then you turn around. You go to Central Arkansas. You turn around after that. You go to Montana, and then you come back and you go to McNeese. So he's been at 4 schools in 5 years. That is no stability whatsoever right there.
Right. Oh yeah.
And teams are actually going to look at that because that it's part of your. They're going to look at it as far as part of your character and part of your process of how you think, are you, if times get rough and stuff like that, are you going to jump up and leave?
That's the way that the portal runs. But
True.
Like you said, it's a two-way street. But this is the thing. Coaches are likely going to replace anybody that leaves the team. They're going to replace them with graduate transfers and seasoned players. You're not going to bring in and commit like somebody who only had 1 year or they had no the only type of film they have is practice film. At this point, they're going to be looking to grab folks out of the portal that are seasoned. So now, if all you have is practice film, you're at a disadvantage.
Yeah. Well, let me ask this: did Florida A&M hire a basketball coach yet? Men's basketball coach?
No.
Oh.
Somebody said that they was getting ready to get LeBron's son up there. Allegedly.
No, but listen, you saw the article. Byron Scott said this week he want to be at an HBCU.
Man.
Doctor, did you see the article?
I haven't seen it, but I'm going to read it tomorrow.
Yeah. Byron Scott said he'd like to coach at a HBCU.
Who wants to coach at a HBCU?
Byron Scott. Remember he played with Magic Johnson with the Lakers. You remember him?
She don't remember. I do.
He was Arizona State. He coached the New Jersey, what were they? The New Jersey Nets?
He's 63. Okay. His stats. He had 6.7 points in 1996. He played for the Los Angeles Lakers. Is that who you talking about?
I thought he was coaching the Los Angeles Lakers.
Not
He
that
played
year.
for the.
He played with Kobe that 1 year.
Oh, he did. I remember him. He took Norm Nixon's place in the 80s because the backcourt used to be Magic Johnson and Norm Nixon.
He was on 3 NBA championship teams.
Yeah, that's him. That's
with the
him.
Lakers. Yeah, with the Lakers.
I think he was from Inglewood, California.
HBCU people be taking too long to hire their coaches.
You ain't. That's what I'm saying. Darn, how long that lady gonna take?
Power Fives have a 7-day rule or something. You'll
I don't got no rule. Some
Tennessee coach announced. The Tulane coach announced. Well, the Tulane coach, they already knew she was retiring, but the Tennessee coach, they fired and hired within a week.
Yeah.
Fire and hire within a week. Fire and hire within a week. Kentucky. Who else? Who else is open? They be firing and hiring within 1 week.
Yeah, Kentucky got the Pope guy from BYU.
They don't want to win.
But they said that's who all the people. He was a Kentucky player.
Yeah,
that's
Mark Pope.
I
remember Mark Pope back in the day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's who they wanted.
Yeah, him and Walter McCarty and
Yo guy turned them down. You got Baylor. That's who they wanted.
Oh no, he didn't want them problems. He did not want that headache.
They said he turned them down.
Well, I mean, I can't really say nothing because I was just gonna say it before this little messy monster said it in the chat. Don't worry about whether or not. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. He said, has Coach Reed signed her contract yet? Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Has Coach Reed signed her? We ain't talking about Coach Reed right now. All right. Spring games. Mr. Ford, did you watch any of the spring games?
I haven't seen. Only the spring game I watched today was Ohio State.
Ohio State.
I watched Ohio State and I watched Pitt Panthers. Pitt Panthers ain't got no quarterbacks at all. Them guys wouldn't be good in the SWAC. None of them guys I saw today was good. Okay, now you know Ohio State is loaded with athletes everywhere. So
ain't nobody care, Mr. Ford. We don't care about Ohio State. They not.
Well, that's the only. Those were the two spring games I saw.
Yeah, that's Whitley team right there.
All right, so we ain't gonna go hard on the PWI. That's Whitley team. They be claiming don't they?
The Ohio State University.
Oh, is it THE?
THE.
All right.
I watched Prairie View earlier today.
I was looking on the internet for some SWAC schools because I was gonna do SWAC spring games, and I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. Like the most that I saw was actually Tennessee State. Morehouse.
How did they look? How did Tennessee State look?
I'm talking about as far as coverage. It looked like they had pretty decent coverage of the game. They had sideline interviews. I was like, dang.
How did their quarterbacks look?
Draylon, this is returning, right?
Morehouse. I look like Morehouse right there.
Returning.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is Maroon Tigers. This is Morehouse College.
Oh, okay.
I guess Terrence Mathis got them looking, trying to get them ready.
Ready?
Terrence Mathis, the new head coach. He came from the NFL. He used to play for the Falcons.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is TSU spring ball. I got some highlights. It looked like it was a nice, beautiful day in
Oh, yeah, it was at the hole.
Yeah.
at the what?
At the
That's what
hole.
a hole. They call it the hole back in the day.
How many holes do we have? We got Grambling hole. We got
Yeah, but Tennessee State's hole is go
Miami
way back, baby.
hole. We got so many holes everywhere.
Yeah, they go way back with the hole. Yeah, that's the Big John Merritt thing back in the day, baby.
Okay, Tennessee State. It was a nice little crowd too.
I think Coach Eddie George he is looking to win ASAP now.
All right,
So Draylon back.
This is Draylon Ellis.
All right, so Draylon back again. Tennessee State, another spring game. How you feeling kind of going into this offseason with the conclusion of the spring game?
I feel good. We got a new OC a week before spring ball, so it was kind of hard really just learning the plays as fast. But I feel like as a team, as an offense, we went in there, we worked, we got the install down, and we came out here and worked. I feel like we just chemistry. We need some more chemistry, and then that's it. I feel good about the offense.
How's it feel to look over and see number 15 over there, Will Hoyt, out there on the outside now?
I feel excellent. He's a dog. He's kind of different. You can tell when he runs his routes. He's kind of smoother than other guys. So it's a blessing to have him.
What is it?
All right. As far as you've been here for a while. What do you hope to bring to this team going into the fall and just the rest of the offseason?
Really just bring leadership for real. That's the one thing I worked on, leadership, and just leading my team, making plays for my team, and really just taking my team as far as I can go.
All right. Thank you, man.
All right. Ooh.
He's had a different offensive coordinator every year, right?
Yes. So this will be where if Tyler Rowe would have stayed where it stayed at Tennessee State, it would have been his second offensive coordinator. But officially, the one they just hired, they said they hired a week before spring game, that would be his actual second offensive coordinator right there.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Ford, you got to chill.
I'm just saying, every time I look up, they got a new offensive coordinator.
Oh, Lord have mercy. He said, he done had a new offensive coordinator every year.
Every year.
That can definitely affect your play, right? Because you don't have any type of...
Everybody got different terminology.
Mm-hmm.
Lord. See, that's why Coach TC said, just give me the dang play call. Just give me. So TSU has former Oregon Duck and Nashville native Lance Wilhoit on the team.
Okay.
Yep. So they said that Prairie View had a spring game today, and it was on YouTube. It didn't have any sound.
No, but I could tell you that yes, they're gonna have to look for a quarterback in the portal, and then another thing, their defense is better than what we saw. Better than what I saw last season. They're more attacked to the ball carrier. So,
and then they have another quarterback to Tennessee State. His former Memphis quarterback Tevin Carter.
Yeah, I think Hey, who's the DC at Prairie View now?
I thought it was Bubba McDowell, wasn't it? Don't he be taking over those? No, I'm just kidding. Well, he is a defensive-minded coach.
Yeah, he's defensive-minded. Yeah.
All right.
I can check and see.
Mr. Ford knows them all.
I didn't know.
Coaches getting so that's another thing we need to talk about. It's not just the kids getting in the transfer portal. These coaches been getting in the transfer portal left and right too.
Yeah.
Somebody said, "You're not drinking this." No, you're not. There's no more juice for tonight.
There's no more.
It says Southern offense looks so good because their defense is horrible.
Wow.
New Valley defense. Braxton.
What?
go get your blue cup. Go get your blue cup that you had earlier.
I listened to Perry's show today, and Klein Peter was on that. A guy from the Advocate. He said the biggest problem with Southern was offensive line play. That's been the biggest problem. They would definitely have to go to the portal to get some more offensive linemen.
I wonder what Mr. Moore has to say about that.
Fossilman is the defensive coordinator for Prairie View.
Oh yeah, I remember Fossilman. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Oh dang, y'all heard me say that. One of them hit the portal. Ooh. See, it's so hard. Okay, so these kids, they be running to the portal like nobody's business. As soon as somebody tell them no, well, I'm leaving. Chill for a second. Or if somebody says we cutting your scholarship in half, the next question you need to be to ask a coach before just saying I'm hitting the portal. If the coach says I'm cutting your scholarship in half, or I'm cutting it into a fourth, or whatever, the next question that you need to be asking is there an opportunity for me to gain it back? Like, what's up? Like, don't just go ahead and hit that portal automatically.
Remember, this is a generation of instant gratification. They have no patience.
It's not just the students, and kind of there's a little bit of entitlement too, right?
Yeah, but they're not patient. They don't want to work for anything. And so it's kind of like what Nick Saban, why he quit. Remember, he said after the game that they lost was in Michigan, and he looked at the kids and they didn't really care. And that helped make up his mind that it was time for him to move on. Because a lot of them kids knew they were going to be leaving.
Oh, headed to the transfer portal, or just going to the draft?
Yeah, he said that after the game, he looked at them, and what he could see was they didn't care. They didn't care that they lost to Michigan.
So this is my question. Why do players that play for teams like Alabama or the Georgias and stuff like that, if their NILs are so great, why do they leave those types of schools?
They're looking for more money. They look at what this kid over here is making, and they say, well, they go to the coach and say, I got to have more. And if he says no, then they looking to go somewhere else. It's really professional. It's free agency.
All right. Braxton, go over there. Go over there. No, I cannot. I'm on the show. Take your stuff and go over there. We getting ready to get into this email, Mr. Ford.
Okay.
Woo, y'all. Let me I need to do a disclaimer or something. All right, so when it comes to the announcement that, you know, as far as the wearing of the red, I'm gonna get ready to read the email, but I just want y'all to know when it comes to that red,
I'm gonna do that anyway. I'm gonna do that anyway because that's how I am. I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna be wearing mine. I'm sorry, I don't know about you, but I'll be wearing mine. I'm gonna wear mine. I'll be having on my red with the blue.
Red ain't my favorite color, and I'll still wear it.
I mean, I'm gonna wear mine. I don't know about everybody else, but I like it. All right. So basically, I'm gonna read the email. We're gonna have to do a little bit of straightening on the information that was put out.
Allegedly.
Huh?
Allegedly.
Yeah. Let me do a poll. We got 150 folks in here, so we're gonna do a poll, and the poll is: Should we keep one alternate jersey, or not one prominent red alternate jersey? I hear some background noise. Should Jackson State keep a prominent red alternate jersey for all sports? Because it's not just football. I mean, of course, we're over here wrecking shop about football, but the red alternate jersey is not just for football. I mean, it's basketball. I want to say they had one in baseball. So there's more than just one. No, that's you, Doc. Your stuff. You sound like you got a TV or something going.
Yeah, that's my TV. I'm about to turn it off. My bad.
Why is Coach Brian asking that type of question? Why wouldn't you be able to vote, Coach Brian? Are you not in the chat? It's a chat vote. Coach Brian trying to be funny. He know how to run a podcast. Stop playing. And Coach Brian, for real. Stop it. All right. So I'm gonna read this to y'all. Now, I like using the media outlets, right? So that somebody can't say, well, SheLovesThee went and she shared a personal email that was supposed to be private amongst Jackson State. No, I didn't. I got my stuff from WLBT3. I seen the softball in there. All right, let me read this. Okay. Okay, will Jackson State stop wearing red uniforms? It's a possibility. A statement urged fans to reaffirm commitment to the school's navy, blue, and white. So the fact that WLBT3 is commenting on the uniforms, it reminds me of back when Prime was here, when literally like anything that he said or anything that happened at Jackson State, it literally was a TMZ show, because anything that happened, they would do a story on it. What do you guys think about this? Da, 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 da. So this particular article reminds me of that. So Jackson State University could be discontinuing the use of its predominantly red uniforms. Fans, coaches, and student athletes representing Jackson State have since made their opinion known regarding the potential limited use of JSU red as a primary color. Coach Reed said, when my players see red, that means showtime. This will be hard for us. So for Coach Brian, who is asking, thank you, Mr. Smith, for becoming a member. For Coach Brian, who is asking about Coach Reed and whether or not she signed a new contract, I don't know about you, but when my players see red, that means showtime. This will be hard for us. Who is us? This will be hard for us. That means that what Coach Reed is saying is she's staying. So Coach Reed says she wants the red. We're going to go ahead and give her the red. Go ahead and give her the red. Coach Reed said it'll be hard for... No, we don't want to make nothing hard on you, Coach Tamika. We're not making nothing hard on you. So, I don't want this to be a deal breaker. So I'm going to need Pastor Prez to walk back them statements. Yeah, we're going to have to walk back those statements. I'm getting ready to read the email, y'all. But Miss Donna, she always has the best memes in the SWAC. So this my we can't wear red no more. Who can't wear red? I know this man didn't just put that out there and say that we can't wear red.
It's just the face. It's the face. It's the mother. It's the mother. It's the motherly face.
Audacity, like who?
Yeah.
You're not talking to me. What? We can't. And she got on red.
And she got on red. It's it's the face that your mom used to give you when you was younger, and that look that you would give Braxton. Like, what you say? What you say?
Hold on, let me walk on over here. I know that ain't who I think it is. Like, wait, what? Who you saying can't wear red? Wait, what? So Pastor, and you know what? I'm gonna have to do it to him. I'm just gonna have to do it to Pastor Perez because I want to say I won't complain. And y'all know that that's my favorite song, right? I won't complain. So, guess who also likes that song? Pastor Perez. So we're gonna listen to Pastor Perez singing "I Won't Complain." I mean, I'm complaining right now because I really do think that we should keep the prominent. Now, I think that we should do a compromise, and that compromise should include limiting the amount of times you wear it. So, for instance, I mean, technically, Jackson State only wears the all red one time. That's the W.C. Gordon. So I think that we should keep it. I don't think that we should get rid of it. So I'm going to pick up I Won't Complain. I think we should keep the exaggerated alternative of red and gray, not the one from this year. We should wear it once. Paris, you're so right. We do need to talk about water system and dorms, but I'm gonna let y'all know right now, the water system is probably estimated to cost about $30 million. So that's why they're not talking about it, because it costs.
I said yesterday,
$30 million. That's why they're not talking about it.
Like I said yesterday in my Allen Iverson voice, we talking about colors. We talking about colors.
So there's some people who feel like it should be an accent as it was intended. So this is the thing. Everything is about evolving, right? We all want to evolve, and you also want to pay homage to history. Oh my gosh. Y'all folks is a shame.
2 years tops.
Why would you say that? We don't need that. We do not need a rolling Rolodex of presidents coming in and out here. That's not good for our university. I don't think that having a disagreement on that, it's not a reason to kick him to the curb per se. I think we'll be able to work it out. I think we'll be able to meet somewhere in the middle. I trust that he is a man of God and that he knows about compromise. See, there's some people that don't want all red. There's some people that don't like it. You, Jeremiah, were you one of them that was over there snitching, talking about you don't want it? And you're literally one person out of 30,000.
I asked the question, Lord, was so much pain, but we know just what's best for me. Although it's not you, evil eyes I could not see. All of my good days, I'll bring my bad days, and
So listen, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain, okay? We're going to get through this. All right, let me read I'm over here talking this. Let me read the email so that everybody can know what it actually said. Boy, if you don't stop shaking that, go over there. You're making too much noise. Stop shaking that. At Jackson State University, our brand is more than just colors and logos. It's a symbol of our rich heritage and unwavering spirit. As we move forward, let us reaffirm our commitment to our iconic navy blue and white. I urge all members of Tiger Nation to proudly display our colors, embodying the essence of our university wherever we go. It is critical to provide a cohesive experience to our various audiences by offering a consistent look and feel wherever JSU is present. Therefore, I am asking Tiger Nation to rededicate yourselves to donning JSU blue and white predominantly. So this is probably where the problem came in at, and it's in this next sentence. This summer, we will publish an updated university style guide to ensure consistency and clarity across all platforms. As we refine the university's brand identity, we do so with the utmost respect for our cherished history and traditions. This update will emphasize navy blue and white as our official university colors and include red as an accent color. Moving forward, we will exercise caution and limited usage of the red, embracing its role as an accent rather than a dominant feature. Through collaboration with our licensed vendors, we aim to reaffirm our school's colors in every aspect of our community, from apparel to digital platforms.
So, are you gonna take your red out of your color scheme on your platform?
Man, I be using all type of red. Mine be an accent color, though. Mine is an accent color.
It is an accent, yeah.
Accent. Mr. Carey. He didn't say, okay, so this is why people are in an uproar. Let me go back to it. That boy want to be right up underneath me, even in a podcast. All right. So extreme caution and limited usage of the red, embracing its role as an accent rather than a dominant feature. So basically what he's saying is, ain't going to be no more red outfits. Okay, yeah, let me go ahead and drop that link from WLBT. I'm going to, so that you guys can read it and see it for yourself. Read it and see it for yourself. So basically, he's not taking away when there's an accent color. So what we're going to do is look at some of the uniforms over time and what they've included. Because Colorado Game Day put out an article and they were wrong. You wrong. Compliments to Coach Green. You wrong. Which is, they made the statement that Coach Prime No, they made the statement that Coach Brian bought back the predominant red that was introduced at the era of W.C. Gordon, and that's wrong.
So false.
False. W.C. Gordon never had a predominant red jersey, ever. We've never in the history had predominant red. Now, does that mean that I want to get rid of the all red uniforms? No. Does that mean that I don't want to give Prime credit for creating and deciding to go to the all red uniforms? No. But I want for everybody to have the right context, which is Coach Gordon never had predominantly red uniforms ever. There was never that. So, Colorado Game Day refused to correct it and basically shrugged it off and said that I use Prime all the time, which if you see me on Twitter, I definitely be using Prime Praying. I could probably pull up Prime Praying right now and say, this is my prayer to Pastor Prez about letting us use the red. I would use it right now because it's a meme. But as far as spreading misinformation, especially as a media outlet who covers HBCUs, we want you to have the history right. So I got like a whole bunch of pictures to share. And what's interesting is the different styles that we have. I mean, ahead of its time. Like, look at that. Whew, that's a cold ass sweater, ain't it? Or shirt.
That's a sweater.
It's a sweater?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a sweater.
Look at the helmet, though. Look at that red block.
He brought in the block, and the first time he brought it in, it had red in it. It was red and white.
I mean, I like that, though. I like that.
It was red and white.
It's always been accent, right?
It's always been accent.
So my premise is this. Yes, it's always been an accent. Yes, you can have limited usage, which means you limit the amount of times that you wear that actual outfit, whether it be baseball, basketball, or football. But don't take it away just to say I'm implementing something new. And then this is the thing. The accent red has never went anywhere necessarily. No. Across decades, which I'm going to pull it up soon. I'm going to pull up all these different pictures from different eras. We see the red and the accent red. So this is the thing, the main thing, which is none of the folks who are complaining about the all red, you guys don't have to wear it. And if that's going to affect recruiting, HBCUs are already on a disadvantaged level, right? So you level the playing field with your atmosphere, with the culture. And one of the things that folks liked, regardless of whether or not you may like it, is the uniforms.
And you gotta be able to be with the times now, because what it is, like we always been saying, like if you want to bring in top athletes or you want to bring in kids that want to be here, like some of that stuff, like uniforms and stuff, is an eye catcher. It's always going to be an eye catcher. So when you bring in football players, when they come in, when they do their visit, they some of them don't even want the white joint. Some of them don't even want the blue joint. They'll either go for the red one or the gray one.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's something that's different and they like it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, with us, we so used to being like we were so used to seeing just straight up blue and white. But when it was time to get down to that red, like we had the helmet with the red block on there. We had, it was outlined in red. Like just so
I mean, I'm upset. This is how I feel. When I read the email for myself, I was like, what is going on? Why are we getting rid of red uniform? Why? And then to see Coach Reed speak up and speak on it, I was like, dang, so they didn't have this conversation with the coaches first on ways that you can decrease the amount of times you use it? You just gonna say we're done with it. I get it. It's one of those things where you get into a new administration, but I think also for the alums, it's a turnoff because it's like we have bigger fish to fry than trying to take away something that is really, our uniforms really are a talking point for recruitment, right? It's not, that's not just something that, hey, let's get rid of it right away. Like, no, I'm trying to. And also, it's interesting to note that there's been a couple of players that have spoken out against it. So if you hearing players speak out against it in their minds, and you know what? I think what we should do is we should have a challenge for designing, because Under Armour has this thing where you can actually design your own uniform. We're going to go over Antonio's uniforms because he did it. But I'm getting ready to show you guys some of these pictures. And they're from like all years where we see the red. And yes, the red is an accent. But that just goes to show you that the accent didn't necessarily go anywhere. It's always been here. This is obviously when we had the Nike deal. And you see he has the red accent. So it's always been here. This one is really nice, which is the J hat. Y'all see the J hat? That's dope. Yeah, he need to have a board. That's, you know what? As much as President Thompson visits with students,
he should have talked to the coaches.
No, he should have had a meeting with student athletes, right? He's always having meetings with just, not necessarily just students that are out, like if they're at the cafeteria or whatever. And I think he had a Friends After 5 last week and had Haley Barber in attendance.
Time out. What? You mean you had him that? I'm not gonna say nothing about that.
I can't even say nothing because
we know about you. We know what happened with you.
Haley Barber got me. He was using me as a recruiting tool. I couldn't believe that man did that to me. I was in the College of Business, and
You got. That's what happened.
And I was minding my business, and there was a lot of commotion out in the front. It was freshman year. Obviously, it was freshman year because the reason why I say obviously is because I was not dressed up. And at the College of Business, anybody that went to Jackson State and you had a College of Business degree, after sophomore year, you was dressing up. Like, it was not a time where you could be dressed in just a sweater. So that was obviously my freshman year because we had to dress up like business attire. And there was a lot of commotion out there, and it was Haley Barber. And obviously I didn't know that they was taking the picture. I don't know who I was smiling at. I must have been taking a picture with either my phone or Jackson State, and then somebody took a side picture talking about a new direction. A new direction? I didn't get I ain't get no scholarship for this. My loans, I ain't get no loan payment or nothing. A new direction. Haley Barber for governor.
Gotcha.
You know what he did like Donald Trump did at Chick-fil-A.
Oh, that was wrong right there.
Or a refund is due unto me, okay? I want a refund. Haley Barber, how you gonna fix it? Oh, and I was smiling like a Cheshire cat. A new direction. Who told you to put me on this campaign? You know, it was embarrassing because somebody said, "Hey, I got some mail from Haley Barber with your picture on it," and I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" And they sent me the pamphlet, and I was like, "Oh no, the hell he didn't send this to hundreds of thousands of folks in Mississippi talking about he taking a new direction," and I'm over there cheesing like a Cheshire cat. Listen, it wasn't like that, y'all. I just want you to know I am not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat neither, but I am not a Republican.
She said, "I ain't neither one."
Listen, I can't lie. So Pastor Press had a Friends After 5 luncheon, dinner, meet and greet last week, and Haley Barber was in attendance. I don't think there's anything wrong with having Republican friends if you are utilizing those friendships and relationships to your advantage, not so that you can take away colors, okay? Or not so that they can come to a luncheon. We need new dorms. They did say they was going to give us some security, but we need more than security. A couple of guardrails. We need some money, okay?
You said you had that Pastor Prayer brought in Haley Barber last week.
Oh,
I'm a reference an old. I'm a reference an old. Something, it ain't old, but I'm reference Mo 3. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. So just put it just like that.
They are going in on me. They're talking about Timona Hayes Anthony.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you right now, because y'all are over here talking mess.
Clear that up.
If that's my governor, no. If we have any type of political relationship where I could ask you for something, number one, either you was gonna fully fund those upgrades for the vet, or we was gonna get a new one immediately. Not you gonna sell it to us for $1. We don't need you to sell it for. You can sell it to us for $1, but we need about $10 million to upgrade it. Okay, so Mr. Carey, this is, and you know what this is? Now that we're talking, he's asking me, why is the hoodie green with Jackson State on it? Guess where I got the hoodie from? The campus bookstore. So let's talk about tradition, okay? Let's talk about tradition there, because why are you guys selling a green hoodie? Jay, you got to drop the link for the tweet.
Not Timona Trump.
See, now y'all are jacking on me, and I don't know how I feel about that. So I just got called Timona Trump.
Timona Hayes Anthony.
Timona Hayes Anthony. I just got said, somebody said that I look like the black lady in the Chick-fil-A store.
Oh my God.
Y'all are going in on me. Lord, hey.
You say you got all valid colors.
Anyway, I said all that to say this. I did not authorize this man to take this picture and utilize it to campaign to hundreds of thousands of Mississippians across the state. That's exactly how he talked too. And a refund is due to me. So.
And telling you fight back.
Right. I can't believe he did that. I do think that this is around the time that he did do something for us. It might not have been much, but he did do something. Okay. So why they over here talking mess? about, I got some more pictures though, y'all. They some good pictures too. Just showing like the red block. Oh, yeah, you can see that. Okay. You see that red block?
Mm-hmm.
This is Lewis Tillman running back. This was Jackson State versus Arkansas State in the NCAA Division I AA playoffs in Jackson, Mississippi. So if you guys want to see like an overview of Jackson State and the evolution of the various uniforms, then there's an article which I'm going to drop in the chat, and it basically has at least 15 pictures all over probably a span of 10 to 15 years, and it's Jackson State versus Tennessee State.
Mm-hmm.
They have so much.
What year was that? 2001?
Let me see. You talking about with the Lewis Tillman?
No, I'm talking about this one right here that you put up.
Yep, 2001.
Yeah.
You see, we still got the red going on. Just say I am not a Republican, y'all.
She is an independent.
We know that, Jeremiah. That's proving my point. We will never find an all red uniform. So number one, that proves the point that Colorado Game Day was incorrect. That's number one. Okay. So there's that. This is the year 2000 with the white.
I was at that game right there.
You was? Jackson State won. Ooh, that was a good ass game. Jackson State won 42, TSU 39. They won by a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
Says Tennessee State University wide receiver Julius Hull passes under pressure from Jackson State University defensive lineman Marcus Greer during first half action in the Southern Heritage Classic.
Yeah.
I really wanted people to look at these jerseys because these jerseys look exactly like the new ones. They look exactly like the new ones that we've had in the last couple of years from Under Armour. Like, I don't think people understand that Prime went and studied, okay? Not necessarily him, but his marketing team. And they went and they looked back at the historical uniforms. How did they look? And they basically bought back all these different types of designs, but they also incorporated the all reds. So that was the point, because HBCU Game Day said that the prominent red came from W.C. Gordon, which is just, it's not true. It's not true. It's false. And now folks are saying, well, I think I have one from 1989. Good Lord. From 1989, there's a red block. So is this the first time that we had, this is the era of the red block, right? The beginning of the red block.
No, he brought the red block in the
85?
80, like 80s. Yeah, like early 80s. That's when he brought the red block. And so we just kept it. I mean, we still, we had helmets where we wore the blue and white block. But
I like the block. I think that the block is great. I like this one too. Look at this one. I mean, so this is because on KC 1400 Media, he said that we get 3 new uniforms per year. So I feel like if it's not broke, don't necessarily have to fix it. So we should be reworking some of the designs that we had. Somebody said Riddle is trash. Or Rydell. How to say it? Riddle?
Rydell, and then when we had that Russell contract.
This is not Nike right here. And I mean, these are things that you could just rework. Like, that's what I want folks to know. And I don't feel like it's anything that you see the helmet. Do these helmets not look familiar? Now, mind you, this is when we had a Nike deal. Now, you're correct. We'll never find the all reds. But I think that for us, it's not necessarily about the all red as it is what the kids want and what's going to keep them coming in. I mean, unless you're going to say, I don't care about, you don't necessarily want to get a coach who does not care about athletics.
I will say this though, this kind of brings back the memory of that coach we do not name. Somebody put in a chat that he tried to make us look like Penn State. And I was like, oh my God, I think I remember that. But it kind of almost feels like,
I don't know, because that's not, you already trying to clip at something. So now in my mind, you're one of those presidents that may or may not necessarily feel like athletics is important.
Right.
Which that would be a huge problem.
He ain't my Uncle James. He ain't my Uncle James Bell. Shoot, that's somebody else's uncle right there. We're not winning with that man right there. But
see, like, don't be over here trying to backtrack our wave because we're doing good right now, right?
Right.
So
like
you don't want to slow down that momentum just by doing petty stuff. So I can understand, like,
and like you said, it's a recruiting tool. Really, it's a recruiting tool. You trying to get all the recruits, especially when it comes to football.
Yeah, even Grambling State had an all red.
And red is for Grambling, it's black, gold, and tiger red.
Then it pops off the screen.
Yeah.
You know what I think is that some of these people who don't like the red or they probably are not familiar with maybe athletics and uniforms and designs of uniforms and stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. So in their mind, they're just like, this is how we used to do it traditionally. Let's get back to tradition. But interestingly enough, this don't look like no accent red to me, Pastor Prez. You had on
he got red on. Look at that red up in there.
Look at that red shirt. That's an all red shirt. That's from a couple days ago. Pastor Prez, you over here talking about brand recognition, and you got on red. And I'm pretty sure nobody questioned whether or not it was Jackson State. I'm talking about the brightest of red.
Mm-hmm.
The brightest. Like that thing so bright, it'll blind you.
Gotta put shades on.
I ask the question, Lord. Why so much pain?
Yeah, so I'm going through it. But I said all that to say this, just to end it up. Look, I ain't even gonna address that. What I was basically saying is that the red jersey should be worn during the WC Gordon for the football team. They should maintain the red uniform. And then, you know what? Maybe they need to educate him specifically, since he's the one that's making these types of decisions. Maybe he needs to educate on alternate uniforms, right?
Yeah, you can say that. Like,
because if you're educated and you learn, oh, okay, so alternate uniforms are popular now. They're in. That's what these kids like. That's what they're doing. Then maybe you know.
To me, like when it comes down to it, you look at it. Like with the red, when we had our red out game, like you can adjust it. Like you can do all red top and a white bottom, or all red top or a blue bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like you can mix and match. Hey, it is what it is.
I mean, I think just like you're right. So, and that I think that's what's important, which is when you say reduce it and make it an accent color. Okay, yeah, we get it. We understand what you mean by that. But also keep in mind that when it comes to athletics and what it does and then not just that, like football literally is what funds all of the other sports. We're getting ready to add golf.
Mm-hmm. Go on and add that gymnastics up in there.
Yeah. So in order to do that, though, you have to have a strong support for the football program. So I don't know. Folks said that they didn't want to wear red, but when let me play this. Brandy posted a video, and it was a sea of red. So what I'm trying to figure out is the people who don't like the red, were they in the crowd? Because good Lord.
Probably so.
Well, they was wearing red
with their pom-poms waving in unison.
They was wearing the red. The way it looked to me, it looked like at least 45,000 folks up in there, and they all had on basically red. So what you mean they was encouraged? They weren't forced to. There's some folks in there that got on gray. There's some folks that just wore white.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're saying is, okay, we can get with the limited use, but basically you could just limit the use, of course, to the W.C. Gordon game with the red out. And for the other sports as well, limit it to maybe 1 or 2 games, right?
Yeah.
And then the rest of them, because this is what the players are saying. They posting that they want the red. So who you gonna listen to as far as recruiting goes?
Listen to them players.
You better listen to them players. Or just call a meeting. How about just call a meeting with the students and ask them what they want? Ask the student athletes what they like. It's just like when you do there's some folks that do for the month of for Women's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, they literally have pink jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
All pink, bright pink, the same color pink that they use for breast cancer awareness, and they literally wear those. Even the student athletes in October they have times where they wear pink. Even the football players will wear pink. So the red, I don't think that there's anything wrong with one game where it's a red out. And that's just my 2 cents. So, right. Will they get rid of the pink? And let's look at some of Antonio's designs, because his designs were dope.
Fire.
Yeah, I was like, wow. He knows how to design some things. And you know what? Some of these jerseys that you might think are ugly, like, look at this. This looks good for recruiting purposes.
Well, you got your coach up in there with his players, with his sons. You know, they enjoying themselves. Like, don't mess with nothing that that's been working for us. Don't you know what I'm saying?
Take us 2 steps. Don't take us 10 steps back trying to. What you doing?
Like, don't. I mean, I'm just saying, just don't. If it ain't, like I said, don't. It ain't broke.
If you look good, you feel good. You play. What is it? If you feel good and you look good.
If you feel good, you feel good. You look good. You play good. You pay good.
So let's not try to please a select few. We're evolving. So we can absolutely preserve our tradition and our history by keeping the white and the blue with red accents. But you also have to be aware of the times and be aware that this particular Under Armour deal that we got, we need to be trying to take as much as possible. We need to be trying to benefit off of it.
Like, in a sense, with Under Armour loves us.
I mean, they be going to war. Like, they came to the Jackson State versus Southern game because Southern and Jackson State are both Under Armour schools. You know, they really.
Who else is an Under Armour school in the SWAC? Just us two, right? It's just us two. It's Jackson State and Southern.
So this is somebody that is, of course, from the SWAC. I don't want to try to say his name. I be messing up on people's name. I am
Chris.
JSU president is crazy for getting rid of their red. I have been to their red out games and it's fire. If Southern can wear every blue under the sun, JSU can wear a little red every now and then.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
So Southern be wearing powder blue, navy blue, aqua blue. What other kinds of blue? They wear a lot of different blues, right?
But you know what though, with Southern,
and they've never lost their identity for being a band school. Never. Ladarius, are y'all not a band school? Mr. Moore, y'all not a band school. Y'all have royal blue powder. Everybody put in the chat a different type of blue.
The midnight blue. I'm gonna tell you this. I do like the midnight blue and the powder blue that they have with the yellow accent around the number for Southern. I did like that. I like that combination. It screams different. You know what I'm saying? But oh yeah, I forgot Texas Southern is an Under Armour school too in the SWAC. So they got a lot of.
What is Coke blue? I've never seen Coke blue before. I ain't never seen Coke blue before. Oh, they wear teal. What other kind? Don't they wear all kind of yellows too? Mustard, Easter Sunday yellow, navy blue. Not periwinkle.
You said Laffy Taffy blue. I'm done.
Aquamarine, nursing home blue. I don't even know what that is.
I know what it is.
Nursing home blue.
I know what it is.
That's not nice. Whoever said nursing home blue, y'all need to go to the timeout. Nursing home blue. Ooh, wee. Sky blue.
Sunrise blue. But the thing about it is,
Blue.
but the thing about it is, Jackson State and Southern, though they know what their identity is.
And they're never, Southern is never going to get away with being the band school, right? Carolina blue. Okay. I don't know about
blue.
I don't know about
football blue. Willie, stop naming it.
Pepsi blue, sea blue and yellow, Easter egg blue. Oh, that's a blue. Sunrise.
Mr. Edwards say he hated it.
Cerulean blue, Bobby blue band, Ursherboard blue.
Not Ursherboard blue.
Oh, Mr. Moore said he don't like all them different color blues.
He don't like it. You know, Mr. Edwin is SU all the way through.
Cobalt blue, electric blue,
Azure blue.
Oh Lord, band school blue, baby shower blue. So look, we all know Southern's identity. Nobody ever questions Southern. So you got all these blues under the sun. We can wear a little red now and then. And then Gremlin be wearing a full red. I was like, dang, y'all scary over there, ain't it? Over there in the hole.
And they still look, and the kids go, they like it. Because guess what? They let, you know, just like you said, the president talked to the student athletes. The coaches let the student athletes on the football team pick the colors of what they want for, you know, as far as for game day.
We ain't never lost in that red neither. So if you don't want to be a part of like jinxing us. Here, let's look at the Grambling uniforms because they had this is nice. They had some nice uniforms.
And they sponsored by Adidas.
Yeah.
Adidas.
So they had new Adidas uniforms. They look nice too. Okay, Gremlin. So they had the let me see. They had the red. Oh wait, dang. All right, can y'all see that? Yeah,
I can see it.
The
and
black
look at it. They could interchange the pants, the top, the bottom, like everything with all their colors.
Not banana yellow. So you don't want an identity. Mr. Moore, does Southern not have an identity with their 13,000 color blues? I should pull them up. I should pull up Southern's uniforms. You never know what type of uniform they're going to get. I like these uniforms. I think those are dope. I like Jackson State uniforms too. I think that they're dope. The football, Southern football, I like their different colors. I think they're nice.
The ones that look plain to me in the SWAC will be Alabama A&M because they either maroon and white, but they did do something with the gray, but Texas Southern, the maroon and gray, maroon and black, maroon and white, and then FAMU is either green or orange green or whatever. You make you want to puke.
Whoa! Make you want to puke?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Look at that. I don't eat carrots like that.
This is them in the blue. I like it. It's different, right? There's that Carolina blue that they was talking about. Carolina.
I mean, yeah, that's synonymous. But if you go back to when they was back in the 90s, in the 90s,
what color was they back in the 90s?
They were royal blue.
I want to see. I saw a royal blue recently. I know I seen a royal blue recently. I was like, where did they get that from? That was this year, wasn't it? We asked Scott Dooley. Oh, they got grays. I forgot.
Oh yeah, they have gray. Yeah, they got
the gray joints.
Yeah, the gray.
The gray and Carolina blue with the yellow. But I want to say that they also have, like, I don't know, some other colors too. But the point of the matter is that all of these different universities, and it's not one of those, well, we don't do what everybody else does. You just need to know what the sign of the times are and evolve.
Like, you want to make us look like Penn State. What kid wants to look like I'm not gonna call that school what it is, but that was way back then. But who wants to just be looking plain and stuff like that? And the Negroes don't win.
Ooh. Now, I mean, I will say some of the older models, they do look nice. I like them. And for the most part, the actual, with the exception, folks didn't really like the gray uniforms from this year. They didn't like them. I don't know why, but they did not like the
gray uniforms.
The gray uniforms, folks said that they was not good. Like,
man, I like those uniforms. It's different. Like, sometimes
no, they liked the gray uniforms from so this is the gray uniform that folks like, but I didn't like that too particularly like the helmet. But this
not the helmet, but yeah, that gray uniform
last year.
Yeah, the gray uniform like that last year, I like that. It reads simplicity, but I also tell you, excuse my language for all the older folks in there, we better get on your ass.
So the president said, y'all not wearing that red no more. So hopefully, and then you know what? It might just be like, okay, only a select few are actually outraged. So with social media, everything is magnified, right? So 500 disgruntled folks, when you're on Twitter, you can basically, everything is magnified, right? This is one of those things that it should have been done in-house, and I think that a conversation with student athletes as well as the coaches should have been done.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like involve the student athletes, involve the coaches, because you're not going out there and playing in this thing. They're the representation of the school. They are the biggest, other than the band, they are the biggest ambassadors of the university.
Okay, so I'm going to drop in the chat a Under Armour team uniform builder. So you can actually build your own uniform. And I think that that's what a lot of us should do, which is if you're in, basically, if you're into designing and that's like your forte or whatever, by all means, I would implore you to click that link and go and design a uniform that you like. I'm going to share some of Antonio's uniforms.
That was fire right there.
It says, in honor of the year Jackson State College was founded, I present to you the 1877 silver alternate uniform.
That one was fire right there.
So this is silver, blue, and white. I think that we should do something like that. Like if you're going to make these changes, let everybody have a say on it, and then they pick a couple of them and they vote on it. And more importantly, involve the student athletes. You see how he's got a Mississippi logo right there?
That's nice. That's fire. Like, that's for real fire.
And then let's see, he has some more too. This is his blackout alternative uniform.
Yep.
And you can mock up your own as well. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times it's not even about necessarily you not being able to be a part of it. Make it a thing. If you don't like something, then you need to have an alternative. Just saying you don't like something, that's not good enough. You need to actually have solutions. Just saying you don't like it, I don't like it. What do you have to replace it? So this is in honor of our very own Sonic Boom of the South. Here is another alternate uniform, Love the Boom uniform that he created.
With Kobe Paul, everybody's favorite.
It'll never lose its power. I know that's right. I like that. Love the Boom. And I'm just thinking because earlier or on KC 1400, and they were talking about how certain groups of different entities, whether it's the football team or that they didn't necessarily feel like they were welcome to come back. So I feel like on one of our games, not necessarily the W.C. Gordon game, but another one of those games that's in October, that's a home game, having a like if we had Love the Boom Day or something like that, where you're with Love the Boom, or I don't know if they do this or not, which is basically wearing two different jerseys in one game. Like one half you wear one and one the other. They don't do that. Mm-hmm. Well, because you want to feel like people are included. So the Love the Boom jersey could be a time where you're bringing back or inviting all of the Boom alums to come to the game.
I would do that for homecoming.
No, you can't have it at homecoming because homecoming has so much other stuff going on. Like you don't want to put another extra thing on the plate. You got the Queen's court and all that other extra stuff that you have to do.
But the reason why I'm saying that is because the only other time that you see somebody from the Boom come back to the game will be at homecoming.
Right, but if you have a special game where you're literally honoring the Boom, they might come to that game. Like if you're doing it especially for the Boom and you're having like something special to honor them, then they'll come to that game. Also, if you do, and it's not even just Love the Boom. We do a Greek night at basketball. You can do Greek day at the football game. But you would place these on games like high school day, which high school day, the attendance is a little bit lower, right? So doing that type of thing, right? Just a thought, because you want to make sure that you're being inclusive. And then it could be more than just that, but
oh yeah, how about the Boombox Classic?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, That
Definitely.
because you're right, but you're right because everybody's going to come back.
The only thing with the Boombox Classic is you already know that's about 50 strong.
Right.
But I like the boom. Okay, so love the Boombox Classic. That's tight. That's good. So then for high school day, you could have a Greek appreciation or something like that. Absolutely. So love the Boom uniform. Definitely for the Boombox Classic. That'll be tight. Yeah. I like that idea. But I think he has one more uniform. But like I said, go on that particular website. Oh, these are the new edition WC Gorton. With the tiger on the side. I ain't really had a chance to like play with it like that, but that was hot. I like uniforms. And that's the thing with Under Armour, folks keep saying, and it's got like the tiger stripes at the collar. I would like to even see, which that's probably something that you can't necessarily do on the mock-up, but you could possibly have them alter it, which is doing the tiger stripes on the sides as well. Yeah. Zay Green from UAPB committed to Alabama.
Wow. So she back in the SEC.
Alabama.
Crimson Tide.
Are they a good SEC team?
I don't even know, but she started off at Tennessee, transferred to Texas A&M. I'll say Texas State, and then she went to Pine Bluff.
Well, yeah, Antonio's not playing. He has got, when I tell you that, not her going to Alabama instead of Alabama A&M, petty boots. I like this one right here. This is dope. I would like, so you see how the collar has tiger stripes on it? I want the tiger stripes going down the side too, but maybe that's a little extra. But I like it. I think it's real dope. That's what I thought. They not that good. Schedule them. So, and then just implement the same thing. Like right now, you can also design baseball and basketball jerseys as well. So that's something to do. All right. You got anything else? We covered it.
Let's focus on getting, something the president needs to focus on other things other than what we wear out there to play and cheer on at these games and stuff like that. Let's worry about fixing our dorms. Let's worry about trying to get ourselves, like you say, even those $30 million, try to fight for our water system and stuff like that. We ain't worry about no damn color. we ain't worry about no dang color.
It's gonna be a real
it's gonna be popping in that portal
this week. I'm not even gonna, maybe I should just turn my phone off because I'm petty. Like if you want to leave, baby, go ahead and walk out the door. Well, this train gonna keep on rolling. No, but listen, for student athletes, just always remember, and I hope that they clip it, is when Isaiah Bolden said that, there's different pathways and avenues. Not everybody's gonna make it to the NFL. So you gotta have something else, like whether it be your education, make sure that you're graduating.
There you go.
Make sure you get that degree. So even if you don't want to look back and say, damn, I only needed 15 credits to graduate. 15 credits. That's all you need.
What was the thing Robin Harris said on a house party? Get your mind in the books and off them guys. That's what you need to do.
So, I also want folks to be aware. We're just going to go ahead and brace for impact, right? So, as you all know, we had early signing day, and then we had national signing day. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but a lot of the kids that signed for early signing day are not necessarily on campus yet.
Right.
So that means that you got to make room for them.
Right, because once they sign their name on that dotted line, on that national letter of intent, they are locked in for that.
Now, I did notice that one of our players that came for the no, not actually, it's a couple. So I'll go ahead and run through them real quick. So of course we no longer have Adrian Owens Jr., right? He left and he committed to FAMU, right?
And then got kicked off again.
Kicked off again of what?
FAMU.
You lying.
I ain't lying.
Yes, you are.
I'm not lying about that.
You are lying.
I'm not lying.
Yes, you are.
I'm not lying. Hit me up after the show, dog.
What?
Hit me up after the show.
You're not getting ready to just say that and then talk about hit you up after the show. What?
Yeah.
We need to be gagging. Wait, what?
Yeah. He gone. He gone from FAMU.
You lying. Let me go to his page. Doc over here being messy because you over here only dropping half tea. Dang, I don't
have tea.
Yes, you are.
He gone.
Hey, what
he did.
That?
You know what? You know what, T? You wasn't you wasn't in the chat at the time.
Man, where do I be at?
You was probably doing something with Braxton.
What's his Twitter? Hey, y'all, drop his Twitter in the chat. Over there talking about he no longer at FAMU after all that bragging that they was doing. Well, that's why you don't go over there bragging on folks. No. I missed that. I missed it, y'all. I missed it. Damn. Well, that's breaking news, though. You over here being messy talking about something after. So go ahead. Breaking news. What? Adrian Owens left Jackson State and he went to FAMU. And now he is no longer at FAMU.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. And you know who is super quiet about that after bragging?
Them
FAMU trolls. Them FAMU trolls. Ooh, Lord have mercy. All right. Let me see. All right. We got Antonio Ross Jr., which I want to say he decommitted, didn't he?
Hey, Antonio Ross.
I want to say he ain't coming. Richard Mays. Devin Love. I want to say Devin Love is on campus now, ain't he?
Yeah, he's on campus. He was an early commit. Him and
that's Ethan Terrell.
Mm-hmm.
All right. To Timon Wells. He was at spring game.
Yeah, he's on campus.
Janalen Dupree.
I think he's on there. He's on campus.
Courtney Lyles just re-entered the transfer portal.
That is correct.
So Courtney Lyles will be entering the transfer portal on the 15th.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I'm showing you our early signing day and our national signing day commits. And then you'll see either they're not on campus yet, which means they're coming, or some of them got on campus because that's 2 now. So that's the linebacker and then Courtney Lyles. They just committed in what? January? No, December. They committed in December. Enrolled and was in school in January, and on April 15th they'll enter the transfer portal. Ethan Terrell is, of course, our that's the 3-star quarterback coming out of Louisville High School. He's the one that got Devin Love to flip. Kazarius Bowie.
Yeah, he's on campus.
Sadiq Thompson is not on campus, right? That's from Joan. I don't think he's on campus yet. I ain't seen him. Robert McDaniel.
On campus.
Yep.
he in Jackson because he's from Jackson. So
Brandon Mitchell.
I think he's there.
Yeah. As you all know, Tony McCray is no longer. He gone. He gone. They said Sadiq is on campus, but Tony McGray, he is gone. Okay.
He out of there.
He left. Kobe Boykin is not there yet. He's ranked as a 4-star on 3.
Yes, he's coming in the summer.
Right, running back. Ziggy Davis.
He's there.
Mason Barton.
Mason was February commit.
Okay. Travis Terrell's not there yet either. So when you see some of these kids going in the portal, just know that we have if you see some folks going in the portal, just know that we have folks coming. So don't be dismayed when you see folks hopping in the portal. KJ Chisholm. I ain't seen him yet.
He probably February.
Brian Bam Williams.
February. He's coming in the summer.
Okay. Isaiah is on campus. I've seen him.
That's correct.
Villanueva. Yeah, I've seen him.
Hey, he's a dog.
All right. And then let me see. There's a couple more students. Mike Smith.
Coming in the summer.
We've seen Nate Blount.
Yep.
We've seen him. He's on campus running back. Did very well at the spring game. Jaden Ward is supposed to still be coming, right? Linebacker. I want to say the linebacker. Mm-hmm. Joshua Nobles.
Josh Nobles. He's there. He came in. He came early.
Jalen Tate.
He gone.
Is that the one that came with Tony?
Mm-hmm. He was a 2-for-1. They was a 2-for-1 package deal. We got Auntie Rochelle in the house.
Hey, Miss Rochelle. So with that being said, so look, we done named quite a few people that are not here yet, and
there's more people that he gonna get.
So we're expecting to lose roughly 15 to 25 players to the portal. With the Coach TC said that there's about 15 more players coming. Plus, you're going to have kids who decide they don't want to fight for a position or don't like the competition. So, and we have new coaches. Them coaches want their blood in there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We still waiting on a linebacker coach.
Auntie Rochelle talking about you been acting up on Twitter.
I've been behaving. So before they even get to cracking, we already got the bigger crack. And one of those is you guys were over there bragging different about a player. Y'all was bragging about a player and taking him, and he ain't last a half a semester.
Not even a week.
It's been more than a week. I need to figure this out. I'm gonna get off of here and I need to know the rundown. What had happened? What had happened was that's why. Listen, if you see, that's why you got to be cautious about trying to come up behind other schools and snatching talent that hastily go into the portal, and saying, "Ooh, we took one of your players." You got to be careful, right? You unnecessary paperwork, unnecessary student ID, unnecessary finding housing, like all that was unnecessary. Make sure that you do your due diligence before just, saying, "Oh, we got one of your players." All hearts and minds are clear. I want everyone to make sure that you guys are voting. We have a friendly competition on Twitter, and that particular competition is basically who has the best stadium atmosphere, best FCS station invitational, and we are in round 3. It's Jackson State versus Princeton. There's 12 hours left. So if you have not placed your vote, make sure that you go and vote for Jackson State. If you haven't been to a game at Jackson State, it's definitely an experience that you don't want to miss, right? So make sure that you hit that Jackson State button. And if you're a rival of Jackson State, you should still want Jackson State to win because it's all HBCU love. Dang, Doc got off of here quick. All right. So now I'm getting ready to do a little bit of how you gonna fix it. Let's see, where is it at?
How you gonna fix it? You done messed me up to death visit. I done called the police because I'm doing a refund. A refund is due unto me. Don't feel like I just been abused out here today. God ain't pleased like this. You can't do the Saints like this. Boys, I don't even know what I'm gonna sit out here telling the police car. I'm gonna stay out here telling the police car. I'm doing a refund. Because I'm doing one to me. How you gonna fix it? You done messed me up to death visit.
This is how I felt, y'all, when I got the message that I could no longer wear my all red. It really hurt my feelings. It hurt me because I really like this red jersey. I use accent red in all of my stuff. Like, I like the red. The red, it just makes it pop. I literally have my logo. If you look at my logo, it has red in it because it just looks good. Like, yeah, the blue and white. I got my J hat in the blue and the white, but the red just pops off the screen. It pops when you're looking at it on ESPN. And, what if Coach Reed decides, this is just too much, and the jersey colors and trying to change it, that's what breaks the camel's back.
It made a big time, Willie. Willie!
You do not want to lose a coach or some players away just because of a little bit of red. Speaking of Duke and somebody who decided to go be a running back coach over there, Willie, you might as well come on back to the SWAC, big dog. You might as well come on back to the SWAC. You might as well come on back on over here. You already don't have no black folks on campus. You already don't have no black folks on campus. Let me look up the enrollment of black folks. They don't never want to tell you what the actual amount is. And then they go over here talking about African American. Let me tell you something. Yeah, it's changed to black or African American, because I'm going to tell you right now, majority of those students, and there's nothing wrong with that, but they're not actual black Americans. They're usually like of African descent, or they're like not actual black American. If you guys know what I'm saying, like they're not black Americans. So Duke decided to take away their scholarships. I don't know why they won't say how much it is. They won't even tell us the numbers. So it says that in 2021, 1,263 black students. Or maybe that's wrong. It just says 7.17% black or African American. So you done went up there, you done went and took your behind over there to Duke, where they don't want, no, you already don't have that many black folks on there. But now it's literally the only way you're going to be on campus is if you're a student athlete. And it's already like that at these PWS. Like in Colorado, 90% of the black folks, or the young men, the black men that are there, are student athletes of some type of, they're not, you know. So I'm saying that to say there's going to be a shift. And you know what? This might be a warning to all coaches who are thinking about making a jump from a black college, or maybe you're at a college where there's more black enrollment. This is going to be the majority of the shift for all Power Fives, not just Duke. It's like a domino effect. It's going to be happening at all these different schools. And now you're going to be isolated even more, which maybe for some black folks, they don't mind. But I just think for a coach who went from an HBCU to Duke, I'm thinking that it's probably way different. But y'all, the SWAC's two best coaches this decade are now so be prepared for that shift. I don't know. Somebody said Iran attacked Israel. I don't know the semantics about it, but make sure you guys have an emergency plan and some extra water. Y'all have a good night.
This pass is intercepted by Anthony Petty, the senior from Wigan. Get those pom-poms in the air. Mulligan carries to the 28-yard line. Tigers of Jackson State, 1st and 10.